Hey, welcome to my channel. I'm here today to give you some thoughts on some beauty products that I used all the way up during the month of March. I worked really hard to get some skincare finished and some makeup products finished, and I'm so excited to share with you my thoughts on those things today. Here on my channel, I love to do project panning and really just inspiring myself and you to be a more mindful consumer of your beauty products. Let's be on a mission to enjoy the things that we have and use a little more caution when we're looking to buy new things. I want to get started today with kind of the miscellaneous category. Something that I have recently discovered within the past several months was the Cinema Secrets Makeup Brush Cleanser. This stuff is so unbelievably amazing that I have bought. This was the second one that I had bought. I had a previous smaller size, then I got this size, and then I got the really large size in a set that had this little spray bottle. And the thing I love about this spray bottle is that I can just spritz it on my eyeshadow brushes and it wipes right off. I can spritz it even on my cream brushes that I use for like foundation or concealer, and it really literally dissolves the makeup in seconds. So the Cinema Secrets, while it's kind of an investment, I finally figured out that that spray bottle is really the best way to go, because like this, I was dipping my brush into it and kind of using up more than I really should have. So this is definitely something I'm going to continue to purchase, and especially now that I've figured out how to be a little more gentle and less wasteful in using it. And the last things in my miscellaneous category are 4 perfume samples that I was able to finish. The Alien Muggler perfume is very, very nice. I think that I have like a mini size of this, kind of like a travel, like bigger than this, but not a full bottle. So this is something I've gotten on sample a lot before, and I do enjoy this scent. I wouldn't buy that, but that perfume I had gotten like as a free gift, like the other one that I have. The Good Girl from Carolina Herrera. This is the blush version of Good Girl. I really like the Good Girl that has the black foot. It takes me back to college days for some reason. I don't know what it is about it. I don't know what perfume I used then. That the second that I smelled the black shoe, I was like, oh yeah, that's college. I don't know what perfume. Anyway, this blush version is very, very nice. It's not like flowery, just maybe flowery, but not of a particular flower, which I enjoy. So definitely something that I might consider buying in the future if I was in the market for a full-sized perfume. Another perfume like sample that I had finished was the Flower Bomb Tiger Lily from Viktor and Rolf. This also doesn't have like an overwhelming like floral scent. It does have a floral scent, but it's not one of those like straight hit you in the face flower scents, which I really enjoy because I do not like overly florally scents. What?
He was eating a bun.
Okay, but did he eat the chicken? I don't care about the bun. Did he eat the chicken? There should be 2 pieces. And the last perfume sampler that I used up was Amazing Grace from Philosophy. I used to really like this, and then like I've had the time before I had a sampler of this. My husband smelled it, and he told me I smelled like old ladies. So I don't really like it quite as much as I used to. It is very baby powdery smelling, and so I wouldn't ever buy this. I just use it when I get samples, so works fine. Let's move on to some skincare, hair care stuff. This I finished. It's the body wash and foam like bubble bath from Bath and Body Works. It was the eucalyptus spearmint. It came in a set of things that I got from my manager for Christmas, so I enjoyed using that up. It's very relaxing scent. And I also actually used this up that I had gotten for my husband for his birthday a couple years ago. On occasion, he switches from our shower stall to go take a bath in my daughter's bathroom, and he likes to take the shampoo and use it in there, and then we'll forget to put it back in the shower stall. So then when I get in the shower, I have no shampoo. So I used this up on those occasions when I had no shampoo or like body wash to use. So it was the Ocean Scent from Bath and Body Works. This is a hand cream that I used up from Dionys. The natural goat milk hand cream in the scent Blue Ridge Wildflower. A really nice light scent, not very heavy or overpowering, and it was also nicely moisturizing on my hands. Although my hands lately have really been going through it. It does this often yearly, where like you can kind of see from like this point to here on my hands is like super dry and red, and it doesn't matter whatever I do. And like at night, the more I wash my hands, it gets redder and redder and redder. So it's perfumed lotions like that are things that I use very not on a regular occasion, because those tend to irritate my hands a lot more. And the hair care item that I used up was this Dove Advanced Dry Shampoo in the scent Fresh Coconut. I probably wouldn't buy this again. It's very heavily fragranced, and I don't feel like it really did that good of a job. So glad that I tried a different shampoo than the Not Your Mother's, but I wouldn't buy this one again. Now for all of that skincare that I worked really, really hard to use up. The first thing I used up was this Lancome Genifique Ultimate from that I got from Buzz Agent for review. And I used this for 2 weeks, morning and night, and I really didn't see any difference in my skin. I did my review for them because, you know, I had gotten this for free for the review, and just kind of said like it wasn't bad. It didn't irritate my skin, but it also didn't help my skin in any way. So I personally wouldn't buy this because it didn't do anything. And so after that, I just finished it up at night, and I still continued to not really see any benefit to my skin. It didn't harm anything, but it didn't benefit. So I wouldn't buy this. Wouldn't buy that at all. But I'm glad I got to try it, because I've always been curious about that product, or like the other versions of that product. So it was cool to get to try it. Just didn't like it. I used up this Kate Somerville Exfoliate Cleanser, and I was able to use this in 2 or 3 uses. I actually really liked this. When I used this at night as my final cleanse after my cleansing balm, and you know, would use this, and then I woke up the next morning every time I used it, and my skin felt really, really soft and smooth. So I feel like whatever exfoliant is in this product really does a good job. I have a feeling that this is extremely expensive, so I probably wouldn't buy it because of the price. But it is a really good product, and if you're someone that has been curious about it and whether or not it's effective, I feel like it was for sure. And if I could ever find it for a reasonable price, I would definitely buy it. So it was good. But this was the main moisturizer that I've been using for the past several months. It's from Thayer's. It's the pH Balancing Daily Cleanser. And it was very gel-like, clear cleanser. You can kind of see it right there in the cap. It did a slight foaming job, and it did not irritate my skin at all. I was really glad that I actually kind of decided to use this up. I had gotten this for free from Ulta in like one of those large gift sets that they give you when you spend a certain amount of money. And so I'm glad that I decided to eventually use it and give it a try. It did a great job, and I'm thankful that I got to try a different cleanser that I probably wouldn't have ever sought out and bought myself. It was good. Now the last 2 things are discoveries from Marshalls. I had gotten these over the summer from my Marshalls. Okay.
Yes. Oh, and also news. Charlie ate the chicken.
Yeah, I'm a little frustrated because our big dog keeps eating food off of the counter. He really likes grilled food. And so, yeah, there's that.
Hey, he has good taste.
He's got good taste. Anyway, back to the reviews. This is the Beauty of Joseon Ginseng Essence Water. I absolutely loved this stuff. I felt that this was so hydrating and moisturizing to my skin at night that often I would forget to even put on moisturizer because my skin felt lovely. So something as simple as a water really did a very good job. It does have a slight kind of tea scent, and it was this brown color.
Oh yeah, it's so good. I love that.
It was lovely. My skin loved this, and I would like to get it as soon as I kind of run through some of my other things. I have like sample, yeah, I get two, one for Abby and one for me. As soon as I get through some samples and I'm on my next buying month in June, I will probably pick this up again because I really did like it a lot. And then I also had finished out this Haru Haru Wonder Black Rice Hyaluronic Toner. And
Black rice.
it said it was free of alcohol or fragrance. And I don't think that this has a fragrance, but it has a scent to it. This had no scent to it whatsoever. It was clear and it was very hydrating. I used this one in the morning and the ginseng essence water in the evening, and I found that both of them really just did a great job of leaving my skin feeling nice and hydrated. So again, as soon as I get through some of the samples that I have of other hyaluronic acid toners, I would definitely pick this up again if I could find it at Marshall's. But I know you can get those things also through Amazon. Now for the makeup products. Sadly, I was not able to finish a couple of things that I was really hoping to, but April will be the month, so I'm not going to spoil it, but you are going to see 2 empties for makeup, at least 2 makeup empties.
3 empties.
Oh, wait, did you finish that?
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
It's e.l.f.
It's her e.l.f. concealer that she uses as a foundation.
It's the lightest shade, and it's her skin tone.
It's
so.
not. Okay, so anyway, back to it is for the month of April, I know that I'm going to have at least 2 makeup empties, but here were March's makeup empties. I've really officially had to say that my Tarte Lip Tubing Mascara was done and I knew that because there were no tubes. Like, when I would wash my face at night, there were no tubes under my eyes. There were no tubes on my hand. Like, stuff was kind of going on my lashes, but it wasn't very impactful. It didn't really have the same like length and volume. Well, this isn't super volumizing, but it's very nice and lengthening, and I just wasn't seeing the same stuff. So I was very confident it had dried out. So I called it quits, and that was my last mascara. And I bought a drugstore tubing mascara in its place. I finally called my Rare Beauty Brow Gel quits. Hardly anything is coming out. When you take it out of the tube and the stopper, there's nothing like clearing through the stopper. If I look down in there, I don't really see anything. Hardly anything is on the wand anymore at all. So I know that I had lots and lots of really good use from that. I did like this brow gel, but I do feel like too much product came off at the very beginning. That's kind of how I could kind of monitor the process of using it up. It was a little too gloopy at first, but it had a nice hold to it. And the last empty that I have is one of my So Juicy lippies from ColourPop. It came in the set from Frosty the Snowman, and it's this kind of rosy pink shade. I had this at my desk, and I would just slap this on before a meeting or before a lesson with my students, and I was able to use that up very quickly. I would say I probably worked on this for 2 months, and it was gone. And so I'm now working on another one of those from that set. And so I'm hoping to get that finished, I don't know, before the end of the school year, but I don't know if I will. So that is everything that I have for you today. I hope that I was able to give you a little bit of inspiration on some of these products, some information that you might find helpful. I always like to watch empties so I can see what people have used up and what they found to be successful and why, or not successful and why. So hopefully, if you were curious about any of these things, you now have a little bit more information. Please consider subscribing before you go, and I will see you in another video. Bye.